I'm Whitney, and I don't like guys. I just don't understand how you can communicate with them and why. Especially with my peers. But one day, everything really changed. And now, I'm crazy about. But let's go over everything in order. My name is Whitney. I'm 15, and I don't like people. I'm much more comfortable with books. I love all kinds of detective stories, murders, noir, and you can even tell about it from the way I dress. My closet is all monochrome. For me, the world is divided into black and white, and I'm not interested in gray tones, and no one in my class is interested in me, and I'm okay, because no one is asking silly questions or making jokes. But we have a group of guys in class who like to make jokes on me, which really pisses me off. Once, because of their jokes, I almost lost my hair. One day, I came to school with my hair down. And I have long, gorgeous hair. And what do you think? During recess, one of those jerks threw a piece of gum in my hair. Of course, it made my hair sticky. And then I had to comb it out at home all night. Since then, I've been braiding my hair, and that's the only way I go to school. And then it's Monday. I overslept because I was up all night reading an exciting detective story. I ran into class before the bell, and quickly, without paying attention to anyone, I go toward my seat, and it's the second to last desk near the window. Suddenly, I slowed down. In my place sits a guy. "Who are you?" "This is my seat," I hissed. But the guy smiled soberly and moved through the window, not thinking to vacate the entire desk. "Hi, sorry, I'm new here. I didn't know it was taken." "But there are no more seats." "And I don't bite." He held out his hand and introduced himself to me, Xavier. Only now I discovered that the guy himself was very handsome, tall, and a lot of girls were looking at me with envy at that moment. Xavier had loose hair just below his ears and blonde eyes. And something inside of me lit up when I looked at him. But I didn't trust guys, so I didn't respond to his greeting in any way, but just sat silently next to him. Even though Xavier was new, he made it clear right away that he was not a shy one. He answered the teachers' questions confidently. Got to know almost all his classmates during the break, and generally felt comfortable, not like me. By the end of the lessons, Xavier was surrounded on all sides by a bunch of girls who listened with open mouth to his adventures in the previous school. There was laughter in the class, and I decided to go home unnoticed. I don't know why, but I wasn't in the mood. At home, as usual, I was reading another detective novel. And suddenly in the evening, someone rang the doorbell. And my mother called out to me. Wondering, I went downstairs, and on the threshold I saw Xavier. "Hi, you ran out so fast after school today that I didn't have time to talk to you. Do you want to go for a walk, Whitney?" I was shocked. It was the first time a guy had asked me to go for a walk. But why would he? There's a bunch of girls at school who are ready to throw themselves at his neck. That's one. And two, how did he know where I lived? And why couldn't he wait till tomorrow? Why did he have to go out now? He could have asked me at school. And since I liked riddles, my curiosity won. I nodded silently, and glaring at Xavier, I followed him out into the street. It was getting dark. We walked slowly along the street. We walked in silence at first, each of us thinking about something else, but then I got tired of it. Why did you want to walk, Xavier? Explain. I began impatiently. Xavier suddenly stopped and nodded at the abandoned house on the corner. Do you know its history? Xavier whispered in my ear. I heard something. A lonely elderly woman lived there. Then there was a fire. The house burned almost to the ground, but the woman's body was never found. And then the neighbors said that sometimes they heard strange noises coming from there. Howling, grinding. There were whispers that the woman was a witch. Xavier suddenly interrupted me. He grabbed me by the shoulders and whispered, She wasn't a witch. It's not true. She was a good woman. And there were tears in his eyes. Whitney helped me find out everything that happened in this house. I asked him, surprised, why would you want to know? Xavier glanced around and whispered, The woman was my grandmother, and I know something happened to her, and you're the only one who can help me solve it. You love mysteries and detectives. Will you help me, Whitney? So I'm standing there, and I don't know what to tell him. On the one hand, I would be curious to participate in such an investigation, especially since I like Xavier. He's not like other stupid guys at school. But on the other hand, I know something about this house, and I'm not sure I'm ready to get involved. What do you think? Should I say yes or no? If you're curious about the rest of the story and whether I'll help Xavier, please leave a comment below the video and be sure to like it. And subscribe to the channel. Then you definitely won't miss the next video.